welcome back to the channel. Now, I've already done a couple of weeks ago a review on a teleprompter, and I said it was good, and it is good, but I did find it a bit fiddly setting it all up because it was cloth, and I thought, well, the last one was plastic, so I've invested in another one. Yeah, you might be thinking, oh, you must have money to burn. Well, no, I don't. I just not 100% happy with it because I prefer the plastic frames to the actual cloth frames. If that makes sense. Yeah? You with me so far? And if you're not, why aren't you subscribing? So, like I said, I've invested in a new one. It costs, and I've got it up on the screen at the moment, just under £220, all by a penny. Link in the video description below. So yeah, I thought I'm going to do an unboxing and show you why I've gone for this one. And also, there are some different size ones. So you can get the same model, but it does a bigger, I think it's a bigger tablet. Yeah, it comes with a tablet, this one, believe it or not. That's why it's a little bit dearer. So with that, let's do the unboxing and see what I've got. I've had it for a couple of days or a few days. But I was busy doing other videos, so I wanted to do that first. Let's stand up for a second. NEEWER ×11 teleprompter with built-in TM8 monitor. Yes, so I wanted the monitor with it. So it says app control, HD display, PC Mac control. NEEWER on the side, bit of info on the back, Facebook, neewer.com, TikTok. Oh, with my knife, I just put it away, didn't I? Nice bit of packaging, by the way. Now, I could have asked NEEWER if they'd send me one. Whether they would have done, I don't know. Because, you know, I'm not a massive channel, but I would have thought they would have done. But sometimes you're just a little bit impatient, aren't you? And you've just got to have it now. And I do have, like, next day delivery as well. So that helps. So we have instructions, and yes, I will be reading that because I need to make sure I know what I'm doing. Attention, blah blah blah. And please note, step 1: plug the 2 connections on. Okay, I'll read that later. A cloth for wiping the tablet, and also probably the lenses and the actual screen itself as well, which makes sense. Let's see what else I can get out of here. Not sure what this is. I'll tell you what, I'll get everything out, and then we can move the box out of the way. Give me a second. Right, let me quickly go over everything. So we have the actual tablet itself. So it has mounting holes on the bottom, so you've got 2. Depending on what size you need, of course. I'm not sure what they do. Maybe nothing. Nothing on the back, nothing on that side, nothing on that side. Right, we have reverse. So that does, looking at this, I'm only guessing, I could be totally wrong, but looking at that, I'm guessing you go like that and it reverses the actual text, so it's on the other side. Does that make sense? So it's upside down, if that's any help. So you have mini HDMI, Type-C connection, 2 of, and the actual screen itself, which has got a little plastic cover on, which I'm going to leave on for now. Right, teleprompters. Oh yeah, by the way, you might be thinking, why do we need a teleprompter? Well, it makes it look more natural that you know, when you're looking at the screen itself, rather than going like that and reading it off another screen somewhere else, or even, you know, to the left or to the right, you can read it straight from looking at the camera and then think, oh, he's very professional, he knows a lot. Not always. It doesn't always work like that. So that's a mounting bracket, quite like that. Apparently, it's got a quick release mechanism on it. I believe it goes something like that, and that releases really quick. I'll look into that a bit later. So your camera will go in now. There's probably a cover to go over there. See what I mean? This is plastic, and that probably comes down somehow. Not sure, but I don't want to break it anyway. And also you can put a couple of lights on it as well. So I thought that'd be handy as well. So that would go something like that. That will connect, I believe, something like that. Something like that. I could be totally wrong. Got a bit of Velcro on the bottom. Got a locking mechanism for changing the angle of the dangle. Looking at that. So hold that button in. That's quite good actually. Yeah, quite like that. Another mounting bracket of some sort. Not sure what that's for. Again, we will find out, or I will find out. USB lead, so I'm looking at that and thinking that's a Type-C connection. Don't need that at the moment. Another bracket with some cloth on it, very nice, and a little cloth. So your lens would go through that and fit in there somehow. Oh, I see. Yeah, so your lens would go through that and that would just Velcro on. Yeah? That's quite easy, isn't it? So that makes sense. No fiddling about with pulling cords or anything like that. You just put that on, job done. I'm guessing that must be some sort of a... Oh, that could be for different size lenses perhaps. Because the cloth should take all different sizes. Yeah? I'm not sure what that does. Anyway. That is it. That is the unboxing bit done. I'm going to have a read of the instructions, try and figure out how to put it together. And hopefully show you how to put it together in this video. Give me a second. Right, before I go through the assembly, because I've been watching a couple of videos and having a little play with it, see if I know how to configure it all together, I found another cable. This has, on one end, HDMI, or mini HDMI, and also attached to it is a USB Type-C connection on that end. And on the other end, it has USB. I'm guessing that's USB 3.0 or higher, I'm guessing. I'm not sure because I didn't look at the manual to see what it actually was. Now, like I said, I've been having a little play. So as a quick release, let me just quickly show you. So that'd be for your camera. It's quite easy to put back on as well, so you go like that, push it down, and it locks in place. There's a little locking mechanism here as well. Not sure what it actually does. Doesn't seem to do a lot. It still makes it come open. Yeah. So if I push it down, it doesn't come up. Ah, look, it's holding it in. Not very well, but it does work. So you push it up, releases it. Right, push it down. And it stops it coming out. Okay, wasn't sure. It didn't feel very secure to me, but it seems to work. So you know, I quite like the quick release. Now, this little bracket here, this is attached to the back of this. So this will be for your camera, yeah. And what you do, I'll show you on the other camera because it'll be easier. What you do is you've got them little slots there, and they slot into there. And it goes like that. Get them in, push it down, and that locks in. So that won't come out now. Now to get this off, all you need to do is pull that and push down. It's not easy neither. So pull, push, voila. Yeah. Slot in. Make sure it locks in place, like so. Won't come out. Pull it out, push down, job done. Easy enough. I thought it was quite easy once I got the hang of it. And you have two adjustments. One is for locking it in place, this, where your camera sits on, and the other one is for, I believe it's for height adjustment, so you can adjust the height. So one is to move it left and right, and you lock that in, and the other one, I believe, you can adjust the height, see? And then lock it in place. There, makes sense? You with me so far? Right, so camera will go in there. Oh, and I had a little play with this as well, and this is basically for different size lenses. Let me quickly show you. So you just give it a bit of a tug. Doesn't feel very strong. And then that would go where your lens is, you know. So if you've got a smaller lens, you put it through there. I've got quite a big lens, so I won't be using that. And this little baby here is an adjustment for your phone. So you get your phone, you clamp it in there, make sure your camera's looking through the hole, Yeah, so it looks something like that. Let me quickly adjust it. So that would go in there like that. It's quite clever actually. Got plenty of adjustments on it. And it will fit, I would have thought, most size phones, not tablets, phones. With that, go like that, lock it into place, and voila. See, I need to move that up, but you get the idea. And then that somehow velcros on to this. Don't forget this can come off as well. Like so. You take that off if you're using your phone, yeah, and then you fit this with the velcro on there, like that. It's not very straight, but that's me messing about. But you get the idea. So that would go like that, and voila. There's your camera on your phone looking out. Brilliant. I like that. It's quite clever actually. Yeah, it's not straight, but then like I said, I've been playing about with it. And this would come undone really, and that would go in there, fit nice and tug, nice and tight, and then we do that up to hold it in place, like so. Yeah, and voila. Hopefully you can see that. I'm not sure if you can because the light might be reflecting, but it's in there. I can see it. See that? Yeah, phone. That's very good. Quite like that. But we're going to be using my camera, that one now, and setting it up on here. Move that out of the way. So I need this back on. I don't think it matters which way round it goes. I'll need to remove this, don't I? Very easy. I like the idea of the Velcro. It's very good. Voila, like that. That would go back on. Just push it around, and then your camera will go in now. That might need coming back. I'm going to move it right to the back. I'm going to lower it down as well. Do that back up. Release that, because I'm going to need that. That's unique, so you can't buy a replacement like from a normal camera shop. You're going to have to get it from NEEWER, I'm guessing, if you lose that or it gets damaged. So something to bear in mind, make sure you look after that. Right, so that's that bit, and then we have the actual tablet. Again, this is unique, and the reason it's unique is I'm going to show you right now. See these little notches in here? You've got 1, 2, and these little arrows. So you've got 2 little notches. 1, there you go, 1, 2, and it will fit in there. Make sure you line up your holes and lock in place. Yeah, and that is locked in. There. And to release it, there's a little lever on the bottom. Pull that down. Voila. That's quite clever as well. But again, this tablet, or the actual casing for the tablet, is unique for this. Although it can go on a tripod looking at that, or a stand if you needed to. But it is unique for this. I quite like that. I think it's a nice little touch. That's probably why it costs so much money, because they've had to have it made, or the frame made, especially to fit this. Right, next step is to fit that camera onto this. Give me a second. Right, so this is my camera. It is a Blackmagic Pocket 6K, and yeah, it was a big learning curve for me, and yeah, I love it. Once I learned how to use it, and this took me a few years to learn how to use it properly, but I'm getting there. And normally I use this monitor on top of a rig. I've built it into a rig, as you can see, and there's a little tripod connection here that I've got to remove now, because I'm not going to be using this one, of course. I'm going to be using theirs, as you can see. And I'm just thinking it should go in that hole there. See that? Move that out of the way. Now the reason that I have this lens on, this big lens, is because it does something that I like, which is blurred background. And it works really well. Just blurs out just enough. Now I might put a screwdriver on that actually, just to do it up a bit tight. I think I will. Big flat head, just to make sure it's nice and tight. Yeah, and I don't want it moving about. So that is that. probably can leave that on now, I would have thought. How's this go? Turn it around. Make sure this cover is open properly, which it is. Put the lens in there, like so. Feed it through, and we need to connect it to that. Is that going to fit? Yeah, it should do. Oh, I've left the lens cover on. I need to take it off. Won't need it while it's sitting in there, will it? In she goes again. So. Oh dear, not going to fit, is it? And I've sent it back because it wouldn't fit. Didn't matter how much I tried. Either the lens was too long or the camera set up too high. I even took it out of the cage to try and get it to fit. So I stripped it all down, put it back on the unit, and the lens was in the front. And I had it right back, and I thought, I'm not changing the lens. The lens costs a lot of money, and I thought, let's send it back. I really did like it as well. I just thought it would be really good because it had quick release on everything. So you could easily take it apart, you know, put the St. House back on it, and I didn't want to use another camera. I mean, I could have swapped the cameras about and used that camera up there, which is quite small compared to my Blackmagic 6K. But I used the 6K one all the time, looking at me, and like I said, it wouldn't fit no matter how much I tried. I tried loads of different adjustments. If only it went back another inch, that would have made all the difference, I reckon. And it was quite high as well. Like I said, I had to remove it out of the case to bring it back down. So I've got that bit sorted. But then I couldn't stop the actual lens hitting the front of the actual glass and knocking the glass out. It didn't break it, just knocked it out, all right? So with that, it's not often I fail my videos, but that one definitely failed. It wasn't sent to me. I did actually buy it myself, and I did send it back to Amazon, and they did give me a full refund. So let me know in the comments whether you've got one or not, or whether you've all, you know, or whether you've had any issues. Let me know in the comments. It'd be interesting to find out if other people have had the same issues as what I have. So with that, you know what to do. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and click on the bell for notifications. Thank you very much for watching. Can't win them all.